about moving to Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys, and more specifically, Harrisonburg, Virginia. Well, in this video, I'm going to take you on a map tour of Harrisonburg and share with you a little bit about the community and some of its neighborhoods and just kind of give you a feel for what's available in Harrisonburg, Virginia. And if you hang around to the end of the video, I'm going to share with you some census data and some market information that will definitely help you decide if Harrisonburg would be a good place for you. And we're going to get started right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Virginia, from its beautiful mountains to its valleys, then click on that subscribe button and touch that bell so you can be the first to be notified about all the current market data in Virginia's mountains and valleys. Hi, my name's Stephen Gleason, along with my wife and partner Leslie, and we get emails and phone calls every day from folks just like you who are looking to make a move to Virginia's mountains and valleys and towns and cities like Harrisonburg, and we absolutely love getting those calls. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, just pick up the phone and give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. The information's in the description down below, and we'll be happy to help you make your move to Virginia as smooth as possible. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I was going to take you on a map tour of Harrisonburg, Virginia. That being said, let's go ahead and let's just get right to it. I'm going to share my screen here with you so you get an idea of the map of Harrisonburg. Here in Harrisonburg, Virginia, you can see that you can see a basic outline of Harrisonburg, and that outline is about 17 square miles is what it is. Not quite a perfect circle like some of the other towns we've seen, like Stanton, for example, but the same size in square miles as Stanton is, as a matter of fact. Now, if we zoom out just a little bit more, we'll see that to kind of give you an idea of where it is and in relation to the rest of the state. As we zoom out, you're going to see that here in the top right-hand corner is Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia in this area. Down to the south, down here, just below here is Richmond. And some of the other places we've talked about here, Stanton and Waynesboro. But right now, this is Harrisonburg, right here in the middle. And if you look at Harrisonburg, the neat thing about it is, if we go north here to Winchester and the Virginia state line with Maryland and West Virginia in that quarter, this is pretty much the Shenandoah Valley from about Winchester down to Lexington, Virginia. And as you can see, Harrisonburg sits pretty much right in the middle of the Shenandoah Valley. It's about 140 miles long and sits right in the middle. The transportation around Harrisonburg is really good as well. You can see, again, of course, all the way through the Shenandoah Valley, we have Interstate 81, which is the north-south corridor here in the Shenandoah Valley. There's also another road that parallels Interstate 81 for a long period of time, and that is Highway 11. And you can see Highway 11, it just, like I say, it parallels it almost perfectly. And so those two roads are definitely a big help in going north-south. Of course, the east-west corridor coming across the Appalachian Mountains from West Virginia, coming right through the center of town on Highway 33, and over through Elkton, and then across the Blue Ridge Mountains and into Standardsville, Virginia, Ruckersville, Virginia, and then south of that is Charlottesville, Virginia. So pretty much at a crossroads of some major routes, certainly the major routes in the Shenandoah Valley. In our video, and if you want to take a look at that, just take a look at the video here that I did the other day about Harrisonburg, the vlog video, which took you in some neighborhoods. And the neighborhoods that we went in on that vlog video, we looked at 3 different neighborhoods and 3 different price points. And in those 3 neighborhoods, we started out in the Park Lawn neighborhood, and the Park Lawn neighborhood was here on the west side of town. The other neighborhood that we went into was the Fairway Hills neighborhood, which sat right here. Both of these sit next to a golf course. This is Heritage Oaks Golf Course, and this is Spotswood Country Club. And then finally, last but not least, we went down into Lake Point, which is just a little bit south here of Marietta Springs. And you can see that Lake Point is right down in here, right by Lake Shenandoah. So those are the three areas that we looked at in our vlog video. Now, in relation to where things are in the city of Harrisonburg, if you're looking for shopping, you're pretty much going to want to look, and you're going to want to take a look at the area right here, right off of Interstate 81 and right along Highway 33. This area is filled with all sorts of shopping. Your big brand stores, your Targets, your Kohl's. The Valley Springs Mall is there. There's a lot of restaurants there as well. You've got three steakhouses within almost a stone's throw of each other, with Texas Roadhouse, Outback Steakhouse, Longhorn Steakhouse. There's other shopping there as well. There's a huge shopping center with a Best Buy and with a Petco and Home Depot and a Walmart, and it's all in one big area. And that's not the only area right along there on I-33. It also goes back off into the back area here as well. But there's also another area of shopping. A lot of shopping takes place along Route 11. Now, the stores here normally aren't that as big, but there's a Walmart down there. There's actually several car dealerships down that way as well. And so along the Route 11 corridor is certainly a area of shopping. The final area of shopping, which is the downtown area of shopping, of course, right down here on the Court Square. And if you were to go downtown, for example, you would see different types of specialty stores. Some of those stores on the Court Square, the courthouse is right in the middle of the square here. And one of the other things about Harrisonburg, Virginia, is that James Madison University is a very large part of the community in Harrisonburg. It's very much a college town, but yet you don't know that it's a college town in many places. And so, like I say, James Madison University right out here along Interstate 81 and goes into the city as well, and kind of close to the downtown area. A huge football stadium there, lots of activities always going on at James Madison University. As a matter of fact, I'll just share with you here a slide and give you a little bit of an idea about James Madison University, some of the academic some of the academic results that they have. As you can see, amongst 433 different national universities, they were ranked 151st. They were 41st in undergrad teaching, 72nd in the top public schools, so 72nd out of 227. So if you're looking to move to the area for education, or you think you're going to be taking some classes, JMU is certainly a great place to go. Now, there are some other smaller colleges in the area or near there, Bridgewater College, Eastern Mennonite University, but by far JMU is the largest university in the area. And you can see the in-state and out-of-state tuition fees, especially in-state, are very affordable. Another thing that I want to talk about is the park system in Harrisonburg. And if we zoom out here just a little bit, you'll see that Harrisonburg has multiple parks. Matter of fact, it has 12 parks in the area. One of those parks is Hillendale Park. Another one is Purcell Park. And then there's also trails that run through. Harrisonburg is very friendly, biking friendly, and it's also very walking friendly. So there's a lot of trails around Harrisonburg, and one of those trails is the City Trail, which runs right through the middle of town. You can see here, runs right by Thomas Harrison Middle School, right behind the golf course, and by Hillendale Park. We talked about that. And right over to the high school here as well, to Harrisonburg High School. So you can pretty much get from the north side of town to the south side of town on the western side of the town, almost by just taking a trail. And so very friendly. A lot of other trails in the Harrisonburg area as well. The one other place I want to point out here is a Dream Come True Playground, which is, I made that a little bit bigger than I thought, but a Dream Come True Playground. It's really a neat place. If we were to click on that, it's really a lot, obviously, for kids. Got a lot of different pieces of equipment there and play places, as you can see as I'm kind of scrolling through the pictures here. But if you have children, a really nice place to go and to take your children in Harrisonburg. Like I say, parks for baseball and recreation as well, soccer around town, and just a really neat place to be if you're interested in nice parks. There are 3 golf courses. Y'all know I like golf if you follow my videos, and there are 3 golf courses in Harrisonburg. One of those golf courses is Heritage Oaks, which is maintained and owned by the city, and that's right here. Another one is Spotswood Country Club, which is right here. Spotswood is a private course and country club, very close to where all of the commerce takes place, or where all the big box stores are and places like that. And then we'll have to scroll out here just a little bit. And then finally, there's Lakeview Golf Course, and Lakeview, it has 27 holes and is a really nice place to play as well. If you're looking to play outside of town, there is about 20 minutes away one of the courses that has some of the most beautiful views of the Shenandoah Valley that you would ever want to see, and that is Pack Saddle Ridge Golf Course up here as well. It's on the side of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and like I say, especially get up to the number 13th hole, about the highest point on the course, and you overlook the entire valley, and you can see all the Appalachian Mountains on the other side of the valley, providing it's a clear day. And a really neat course to go. Very challenging course, though, if you go there. One of the other things that parts of recreation that always comes up around this area is Massanutten, and you can see Massanutten Ski Resort, and all in this area here. It's a very large resort, 4 seasons, 2 golf courses of its own to add to the other golf courses in the area, and ski resort there as well. Of course, there's houses and condos that are available for purchase as well, and a really neat place to go whatever time of year that might be. Another place, another resort, another ski resort is just a little bit up the road here in an area called Basie, Virginia. And in Basie, gotta go a little further north. It's about 45 minutes up the road. There it is. Very near the West Virginia border, as you can see. But up here in this Basie area, there is the Bryce Resort. And the reason I bring up the Bryce Resort is because, yes, it has skiing, but in the summertime, it has zip lines. But one of the really cool things, if you're into biking, and I've talked a little bit about biking here, is they have downhill biking. They will take you up on the chairlift with your bike, and you ride down the hill. And that is a really neat thing to say. I've never done it myself, and probably won't, but if you're into an adrenaline rush, that is certainly something that would be a lot of fun to do, about 45 minutes north of Harrisonburg. As we go back into town, here, I've already mentioned there's lots of trails around town, and of course we have the Appalachian Trail as well. And the Appalachian Trail, you can see the dotted line that runs along here through Shenandoah National Park. One of the places where you can access the Appalachian Trail is right here at the top of Highway 33, and that is Swift Gap Run. That's about 30 minutes away from downtown Harrisonburg, and a great place to jump on the Appalachian Trail from Harrisonburg if you're looking to go north and south. One of the things that can't be stressed enough is that Harrisonburg is a very biker-friendly town. When I say biker, I'm talking about bicycle, although you see motorbikes around as well. But there's a lot of paths for bicycles. As a matter of fact, Harrisonburg has won multiple awards through different bicycle organizations for their bicycle friendliness. And you can take a look. I'll talk a little bit more about that in the video here when I talk about the pros and cons of Harrisonburg, but that's definitely a pro of Harrisonburg. So if we're talking about Harrisonburg, we've got to talk about restaurants and food. And most of the restaurants that you're going to find that are the name brand type restaurants, your Outbacks, your Longhorn Steakhouses, your Texas Roadhouses, with all 3 of them within about a stone's throw in this area right here, and Olive Garden, and Five Guys Burgers and Fries, or Chili's, or Applebee's, or pretty much most of the name brand restaurants are right in this area, along where most of the shopping takes place as well, as we've already talked about. If you're looking for other restaurants, I guess you would say mom and pop type restaurants or restaurants of different ethnicities, Harrisonburg is a great town for different cultures and different foods. As a matter of fact, Harrisonburg was the first town in Virginia to create the first culinary district in all of Virginia. And so if you were to go into Harrisonburg today, you're going to see Indonesian, you're going to see Indian, you're going to see Chinese, you're going to see Mexican, you're going to see Mediterranean, you're going to see Latin American, you're going to see Cuban, you're going to see all types of different foods. And of course, American, you're going to see all types of different foods all throughout Harrisonburg. But in the downtown area is one of those areas that is really has a lot of diversity in its food. And when I say downtown, I'm not talking about right downtown, even though there is diversity in right downtown, but in the downtown area itself. But if we go right into the downtown area, one of the places that is a great place if you're looking for pizza is Bella Luna's Wood-Fired Pizza right on the downtown. Another restaurant that is just every time I go by, this place is just hopping. Jack Brown's Beer and Burger Joint, and guaranteed probably to have a good time while you're there enjoying the downtown area. One other place, and I want to bring it up here real quick, and that is, if my map will cooperate with me here, and that is if you like gelato and pastries. After you're done with Bella Luna's Wood-Fired Pizza, go over to Bello Gelatos and Pastries. And if you, like I say, if you love pastries and you love gelato, what a great place to get some great gelato and some great pastries. And that's right in downtown Harrisonburg. And like I say, there's plenty of other restaurants in downtown Harrisonburg that you won't disappoint. It's a great night just to go into the downtown area and hit a restaurant or try different ones out at different times of the year or on different nights. If you're looking for beer and wineries, in the Harrisonburg area, there's not an entirely huge amount of wineries in the area. You're going to have to go about 30 minutes out north of Harrisonburg or south or east of Harrisonburg to find wineries, but they're all very good. But there is a lot of breweries in the area. And if I were to go over here and if I were to type in the breweries for the area, you would find a lot of them in the Harrisonburg area. Brothers Craft Brewing is a good one. Pale Fire Brewing, okay? And a lot of opportunities for that type of drink in the area if you are in Harrisonburg. When we talk about arts and culture, Harrisonburg, being the largest city in the Shenandoah Valley, has a lot of arts and culture. So a lot of that starts right here at James Madison University, we're the Forbes Center for the Performing Arts. And it is a neat place to go. Of course, you have other theaters there and a lot of student plays, things like that. And then also down in the downtown area, right on the northwest corner of the square, right there, you have the Court Square Theater. The Court Square Theater seats about 260 people. My wife and I, as a matter of fact, went there about a month and a half ago, and we watched Arsenic and Old Lace, and it's a intimate atmosphere and a neat place to go to watch a play. So those opportunities are available as well. If you like, there's the official Quilt Museum of Virginia. The Virginia Quilt Museum is in Harrisonburg as well, if you're into quilting. Of course, there's other things around town. One of the things is the Civil War history, and there's always signs around town and different battlefields just outside the city where battles took place. If you're looking for events and festivals, Harrisonburg, Virginia is full of them. As a matter of fact, once a year they have the Rocktown Beer and Music Festival. Over 3,000 people attend for the beer and for the music as well. And it's a very popular event in the city. There's an African American festival that takes place in town as well. If you're into classical music, there's the Bach Festival, where we take a week and we celebrate Johann Sebastian Bach and his works. There's the Rockingham County Fair. And let me tell you, as far as county fairs go, and I've been to quite a few of them, the Rockingham County Fair is one of the most amazing county fairs that I've ever been to, from its livestock to its tractor pulls, to its vendors that are there, to its music, to its food. Oh my goodness, the food that's there is fantastic. It's just a really neat place to go. And so if you're in town, I would highly recommend you attend the Rockingham County Fair. It's a great place to go. Just a few other things real quick that you might want to take advantage of while you're in town, and I'll go ahead and go back to the map for that. One of the things I want to point out is in downtown Harrisonburg, there's a place for children. It's called the Explore More Discovery Museum. And if you look here at some of the pictures of this Discovery Museum, it's all about fostering learning, understanding, creativity in children, and just a lot of different neat things to do where the children that you bring your children down there and you can spend a day down there and enjoy it and have fun. Of course, also downtown there's the Ruby's Arcade, and Ruby's Arcade is a really neat place. If you have the opportunity to go there, I highly recommend it. It's great for kids as well. They have duck pin bowling, and one of the neat things about it is you can walk right down to the end of the alley and you can look at the old tin setters, and it's just really neat to see them operate. As well, in the Ruby's Arcade, they have food that you can order while you're there. You can play darts, you can play ping pong, you can play foosball, you can play billiards, pool, and just a whole lot of board games. There's just a whole lot of different activities. Great way to spend an evening at Ruby Arcade, a really fun place downtown. A couple other places in town that are really neat to go are the Judith Carrier Arboretum, which is out here toward JMU, and the Edith Carrier Arboretum, and it's out here toward James Madison University, a really neat place to go and to visit as well. Of course, there's fishing as well, fly fishing, trout fishing. All of that is available in or near the Harrisonburg area.